Welcome back. In the last video, we completed our sales budget with the assistance of our sales manager. Now we're going to do our production budget. And in order to do that, we'll need to use our budgeted sales units for each month. We're also going to want to pull in our production manager, who's going to help us understand if our production budget makes sense, also so that we can let he or she know what we're going to expect them to produce each month so that they can be prepared. Okay, so we're going to skip the first line for a second, and we are going to get our budgeted sales units, which we have up here. So for April, 10,500. For May, 9,500. And for June, 10,000. Okay. Next, we want our budgeted ending inventory. So that's going to be a company policy. I'm not sure where to get that. And anytime I'm not sure, I'm going to go back to my additional information. And right here on line 5, it says our company's policy calls for the given month's ending finished goods inventory to equal 80% of next month's expected sales units. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my production. And I want my ending inventory to be, now I've forgotten already, 80%. So that's a pretty big buffer, right? But that's what our policy is, 80% of next month's expected sales units. So that basically means when we get to the end of April, we'll already be 80% done with what we expect to sell in May. It gives us a buffer in case our production line gets shut down, if we have a bunch of holidays, if there's a workers' strike, if we can't get our materials, whatever. We're not going to be in a situation where someone wants to buy something and we don't have it to sell, because that would be awful. All right, so my ending inventory is going to be next month's expected sales units times 80% or 0.8. For May, it's going to be June's budgeted sales units times 80% or 0.8. And for June, we're going to get July's expected budgeted sales units, and this is why we had to include July, times 80% or 0.8. All right, so this is how many units we are going to need in April. That adds up to 18,100. But we may have already gotten a head start, and that head start is going to be our beginning inventory. So you're saying, well, what the heck is beginning inventory? Let's go check our additional information. And it tells us the March 31st finished goods inventory is 8,400 units, which complies with policy. Remember, last month's ending inventory is this month's beginning inventory. So our beginning inventory for April is going to be 8,400 units. And in our formula, we're going to subtract it. So I'll just put a minus there. Try again. Okay. So we're going to want for April a total of 18,100 units, 10,500 to sell, 7,600 to get us set up for next month. We don't have to produce all of those this month because we gave ourselves a little bit of a head start last month by by having 8,400 in ending inventory last month, with their beginning inventory this month. So how many do we actually need to produce this month? Add those up, 9,700 units. That's what we are going to produce in the current month. Okay, now everybody's on board. Our production manager knows what they need to produce. All right, so in May, our ending inventory is last month, or our beginning inventory is last month's ending inventory. So we'll subtract 7,600, which was last month's. There we go. Gotta get my formula right. So we will have given ourselves a head start of 7,600 units. So the total we need to produce in May will be 9,900 units. That'll allow us to sell 9,500 units and have 8,000 left over in ending inventory. All right, in June, our beginning inventory is last month's ending inventory, the May ending inventory. So we will have started the month with 8,000 units. We're going to sell 10,000, and we need 8,400 to get us set up for the next month. So in June, we will plan to produce 10,400 units. Okay, that's our production budget. In the next video, we're going to do our direct materials budget.